So today we're going to compare Navionics versus Lighthouse Charts versus C-Map. I went ahead and made an auto route from Bay Point Marina, where I'm at now, up to Cape Charles, so I can compare C-Map versus Navionics. So just to start off, I'll kind of walk us through the route here. So I got some depth warnings and such at the dock here, but takes me straight out the dock. Doesn't seem to be an issue here with the auto route. Both apps generated the auto route pretty quickly. I'm using the paid versions of the app. For Garmin, it's about $50 a year for the maps in America, and for C-Map, it's $15 a year. Both were able to generate a route quickly, and you can see here the Navionics chart seems good. Took me directly to the dock I wanted to go to. No issues. Let's go look at the C-Map charts and see what they did. So, shrink that. It won't let me get that out of the way. That's a little annoying. If I close it, I think I might get rid of my chart here. All right, so same thing starting at Bay Point Marina. First thing you can see is it took me through 3 docks into a marsh to get out of here. I think that's just because it doesn't like the fact that the chart depth at the dock is so shallow, but obviously that's not the real depth. So not a good win for C-Map right off the bat, but the rest of the route looks good. You know, this is a bit of a sharp turn for my liking. It's almost 90 degrees, but, you know, it's not wrong. It would work. So brings me over here. I will say one thing is it is taking me out on the port side of the channel, which is not proper per the rules of the road. You should be on the starboard side. I think Navionics has in the middle, but that's still much better than being literally essentially driving in the wrong lane of traffic here. But other than that, I mean, it does an effective job. It takes me through some places. I put my minimum depth at 6 feet, so I don't see any violations of that. See some 7 foot, some 6 foot, and some change. All right, same deal here again. It brings you on the left side of the channel. That's really weird, and I don't like that off the bat. But it does bring me to the right place. That being said, it doesn't take me to the dock, which obviously, like, you know, you see the dock, but in a perfect world, it would route you directly to the dock, while this routed you into shoal water, then into land. So now, both of these apps, I was able to generate this chart pretty much immediately, and I was able to export to a GPX file that I could then send over to my Raymarine chart plotter, and I actually loaded up on Lighthouse Charts to show you how that looks, although it's not going to be the same level of performance. There's also an app called Orca, which will let you beam a chart or an auto route from the Orca app to your Raymarine product, and I'll show that in a little bit. So starting at Cape Charles, I like the quality that C-Map has, and I like the art style. I think it's much better than the other competitors, both Navionics and Lighthouse Charts. You can see all the docks are straight lines and symmetric, which I like. Everything I really like about C-Map and its aesthetic. I think it's much better than the other two. But obviously the auto routing was not as good as Navionics, but better than Lighthouse since they don't have any yet. But anyway, so that's Cape Charles, and I'll show you the marina I'm at right now. I know this is only 2 places, but this gives you a nice kind of overview of what everything looks like. And I especially like this here because look how nice all of these various marinas look. They're symmetric, they're neat looking. Definitely a huge win for C-Map. But this auto routing, that is just wrong, you know? So, I might still go with C-Map just based on how everything else looks. And this auto routing, obviously, I know I'm not going to go through the dock, but, you know, it looks like Navionics has the only real dock-to-dock routing. And then, you know, my complaint with both of them is that both of them take you on the left side of the channel here. But let's go take a look over at Navionics. So Cape Charles looks a lot more primitive over here. But again, this route takes you directly to the dock as it's supposed to. The routing is just objectively better. But the charts in Navionics are very ugly. They're not attractive looking charts. Like, look at that. That is not a dock, you know? So maybe the routing's better, but I think the C-Map charts might, I don't know, I think they might be just as good, just the routing's different. Let's go look over at my current location. So over here at Bay Point Marina, you can see it looks like a toddler drew these docks, but it's the same information. It just looks a lot better and cleaner on C-Map. So I don't know. I don't really have a verdict on which one has the better chart. I think C-Maps is easier to read. For example, this is all a restricted area, so the only thing you see here is this one little red line that you then have to click, and even then nothing's coming up when I try to click it on Navionics. But if I go over to C-Map, right there, it is all in red. It's very obvious. It's very clean. C-Map appears to have just less clutter overall. Like, it's easier to read the chart. Lighthouse Charts has comparable cartography at the 2 ports I looked at. The attractiveness of the charts is in the middle, below C-Map and above Navionics. The only thing it has over C-Map is the 3D buildings, which look cool, but isn't useful as these maps are built for boats. Some docks are also completely missing here. So in C-Map, we have our route here. We can go here to more, export. We can save to files, and then we can save to files here. I'll show you how to do it in Navionics next. So if I go to Navionics here, menu, routes, then my most recent route, select your route, this little share button in the bottom right, you will click export GPX file, save. That's how you get them export as files. And then you would go to your Raymarine app. You'll go to more, chart plotter file transfer, select your multifunction display, and then the location you would like to transfer to. You'll click upload a file here, select a file, select your file, click open, and that's it. Alright, so now we're here at our Axiom 9 device. So what we'll do is we're going to go to our home, go to my data, go to files, and then navigate to where you export that to. So in my case, it was on my SD card under my files, and then I have my 2 charts, or 2 auto routes right here. So I'll click on it, click import. Alright, import complete. I'm going to go import the other one, my files. This is for the one for Navionics. Okay, so now what you can do is you can go back to your chart, and now you can see they're actually already placed there. They're a little ugly. It's just black lines with these little red X's here, but that is how they're importing. And so you can see it'll take me there, all the same route. I did notice too that Garmin and C-Map both have you on the left side of the channel, so not a fan of either of those, but I think Garmin's still the winner because it has me dock to dock, while C-Map just kind of takes you, runs you around at your destination. But I can see pretty comparable results other than the fact that C-Map does not successfully do dock to dock. In order to select which route actually shows, you can go up here to routes. You can go to routes here, and then you can select which one you want to see down here, and then you can select which one you want to show or hide. Now I believe if I exit this, it should only show me, nope, oh yeah, there it now is only showing me the C-Map chart. To import a route from Orca to the Raymarine app, you'll open the Orca app, go up here, select your boat, select integrations, Raymarine, connect Axiom. It's going to ask you to scan the QR code, which, if it's dark like it is right now, it's easier said than done. Yes, it will connect here. We'll continue. So now on your phone, you will make whatever route you like. I'm going to do to Cape Charles again. It's not liking it because I had to connect my Wi-Fi to the Raymarine in order to do that. All right, so it generated a route fairly quickly. You can see the route has the same type of issues that that C-Map had previously, but in this case it's plain bumper cars in the slips. But overall, a decent route besides those two issues. Same deal over here, runs you aground again. You'll click save this route like that. You have to click save route there. You'll go up here, spots and routes, saved route, send to Axiom, and then on your Axiom, you'll click follow. It's already bitching at me. All right, well, let me see if it made it to the routes. Okay, so there's the Orca route on my list of routes, and then we'll go actually look at it. All right, there's the Orca route. So one of the best features on Navionics is definitely the community notes. You know, if you want to go to look at Anchorage, you might go to, for example, here by Fort Monroe. You can go right here. You can click on the Anchorage. It's got reviews, you know, a general summary where it talks about some of the information, contact information, reviews from people. You know, one gentleman on here mentions that his anchor pulled up some sort of underwater wiring. Very useful feature. Unfortunately, no one else seems to have a good equivalent. A couple more interesting features that C-Map has is AIS targets. So you can see here a few different boats in the marina. And this is updated just from the internet. It doesn't require a dedicated receiver. Navionics also has an AIS feature, but it does require your own receiver connected, while this is standalone with the app and is included with the $15 a year subscription. The other thing is there's technically community notes on C-Map as well as Navionics, but I have yet to find one, although I haven't looked particularly hard, just in a couple different marinas, and I haven't seen anything. One huge advantage to C-Map, though, is that it is only $15 for the year, and it is global, while Navionics is $50 for the year, and it is only the US and Canada, and it's similarly priced for different regions. But what's really cool is I can go to any city, I'm just picking a random one, and I can get full featured charts here's Cartagena right here, full featured charts with my C-Map app for $15 a year. So it's a lot better value. Although the community notes is pretty huge on Navionics, I think I might just maintain that as an app and then use the C-Map charts itself on my chart plotter. So kind of in summary, I think my number one winner is C-Map. Between having AIS without a receiver, the auto routing, the $15 for the year for the global access. It also includes weather along the route. I think it's worthwhile for having slightly less advanced routing and slightly less advanced community edits, although I think I will still maintain the Navionics app subscription just for those community edits. Navionics does not include AIS unless you have a receiver. The community edits are the number one. The routing is the best, but the map itself looks terrible in my opinion, and is also $50 a year for just the US and Canada with similarly priced other regions. Lighthouse Charts is the absolute loser. No auto routing. Maybe they promise we might have it next month. However, they've been promising that for like the last 5 years now, so I wouldn't hold my breath. You saw with Orca, you can kind of send routes there, and it seems like the best way to do it. Better than the exporting from Navionics or C-Map. However, it's still cumbersome and annoying. And there's also no Lighthouse Charts app for your phone. So, number one winner, C-Map. Navionics is my second place, and then Lighthouse Charts is the loser. I chose not to discuss the price of specific chart cards because that varies so wildly by region.